Saturday the 9th of October. Help. Okay, so we've got the Orange people coming out to run a brand new line into the house for us and put the box somewhere. Basically the cable is going to come in up that corner where the existing one was, so I've just got to go there and cut a hole, and then I'm going to bring it along this wall here back up into the attic and possibly leave it there unless I get told otherwise, in which case what we're thinking potentially is bring it down to here, drill through, and then we're thinking about having this all for shoes, like all shelf for shoes, and then on top can sit the modem, and then that way obviously if the modem's there, the signal can bounce around to all the rooms very easily and nicely. So that's one thing that's happening. The other thing that's happening is we want an outside tap there. It's already been marked on the wall, it's ready to go apart from actually putting the pipe in. And obviously, as you can see, when I was bored one day I built this wall, so as I always said, it was only ever pinned, so this wall is going to be just unpinned. We're going to stack all the boards somewhere so he can get access, which also means that gives us the access for the telecommunication cable as well, so that's going to be happening. But the big job, I've got to get all this sorted, because like I said, we are moving in. That is happening, like end of the month we're moving in, so I need to start thinking about making a temporary kitchen in here. We've sourced a base unit with a sink, a temporary one for 150 bucks. That looks good, so we're going to do that. But basically I've just got to have a massive sort out with a bit of clever thinking, a bit of stacking. I think we can make this room nice, big and open, and the plan is like I said, I got some old laminate lying around. We'll laminate along there, put some units, put a worktop, and then we can have that somewhere to cook. You know, it's not going to look pretty, but it'll do the job. So I think the best thing to do is just, we'll come back periodically as I'm doing stuff, because filming it's just not going to be no fun. Okay, right. All the rolls of insulation that I bought have been cut and put into their individual bays. Right down the bottom there, I've opened one up, and it must easily probably go from that side to probably, well, way past the middle. So I need 10 more rolls, and then that's the whole attic insulated at 200 mil. Then the plan is to put another 100 mil on top of that, and then we're going to put multi-four over the whole lot of that, so it's going to be like uber insulated, and that'll keep it, the dust down, and just keep it a nice pleasant environment. From the top looking down, so basically what's happened, all the travertine got restacked neater, and then all materials, powdered materials, have been stacked in front of that so it can't fall down. Basically what I'm trying to do is sort it so materials are accessible but stacked as neat as possible. So that's that all been sorted. The sofa's now been moved. I'm going to turn around so I'm a bit safer. So the sofa's been moved along. The next job I'm about to do now is take that board off the wall, cut a little panel so I can get access to the cabling ready to run it this way. The board all down here has been removed, ready for the water pipe. So there's lots of progress. And then the next thing that has sort of happened is just get this area here generally tidied up, get all this a little bit more organised, and then that will be it until the boys have been. So I'll get Roy back in again. So what we're going to do is we're going to have another fuse box on this outer wall over there, so we're going to be running a big cable, put a fuse box over there. That way, at a much later date, a couple of years down the line, I plan hopefully on having a workshop maybe over there, but also future proofing if we want to do workshop, Jeep, caravan, just anything, we're bomb proofing it. So that means there'll be another power supply over there, so we want to get all that ran. And obviously we need all the cabling in place, ready for everything else. Probably going to want electrical point and coaxial there. I want electrical point and coaxial there, because I like the idea of maybe having the TV on the wall there, but also I like the idea of having it to be able to go there as well. And coming soon, but not straight away, we are going to be sorting this window out, because obviously that is the kitchen wall, so we do need to get that sorted. So I think what will happen is, because that's cheap to do that, like financially that's the cheap wall, it's just a case of buying the door, insulating it, boarding it and finish it. I'm probably going to do that first, just because financially I can afford to do it quicker, and then we will move over to that side. Right, I'll be back maybe today, maybe another day, who knows. Well, I am back, just to discuss. So, as you can see, it's all been taken back where it needs to be. I'm a bit annoyed. I'm trying to get hold of this internet man to run, you know, to tell me where to run the cables. I really just don't know where the best place to put the box is. Is that, you know, is it worth putting in the attic and then run all the cables from there, or should we put it somewhere? I did think we could make a shelf in this head and have it all up there. Then it's all neat and out of the way. Then all the cables can fire off into the attic. Or like I said, it can go there. I'm a bit like, I don't know. Anyway, I need Roy back. We need to run all these cables. Whilst this is all open, it would be stupid to close it back up, what the cable's done. So I think the thing to do is get Roy back, get a load of cables ran. And then once this bloke's been and put the main data cable in for us, once Dave's put his water pipe in and Roy's first fixed, literally this wall and this wall and that wall can all get closed up. Literally, it can all get closed up. So that's what we're working towards. Right, we'll come back when the men have been. Bonjour and good morning. It is Saturday the 16th of October. We have a kitchen unit. So we've bought this as a temporary fix. We can't afford to buy a kitchen, but we're going to need a sink and units and stuff, so that's what we bought. 150 euros, great condition, happy days. Hey, we've got a live box. We've also got a brand new cable coming into the house. That's it there. It's got the test box on. I've had to open up all these walls again, so we're ready to run some gain the whole way across and into the utility for where it's going to go. So that'll be happy days. We're just waiting on the next engineer to come in, which is good. Plumber's been busy as always, so the outside tap is now got its feed to it. It's another reason why this wall got open, so that's done. Basically, because everything's open, what we've decided is we're going to get all the electrics ran, but typically Roy's hassling to go away, so it's going to be a bit of a pain. I think I'm going to end up running all the cables to the rest of the house. I am keen to get all this closed up now. This insulation here, it takes up a big old chunk of room. Well, if it's up on the walls where it needs to be, then it's gone. So the plan is get all the cables in next week, and then we can start closing up these walls again, which would be great. I've just been to show some, picked up the facer butt joints that I need. Because we're going to be moving in, we ain't going to want water pouring on our heads now. So the butt joints, which are there in there, I've now got. So I'm about to fit them, and then I'm going to start doing the guttering. Okay, I've been busy putting up brackets, pinging lines. So this plastic's made by Wavin. I'm familiar with Wavin because we have a production manufacturing place near where I live, so I've known about it my whole life. Quick Google search will give you their specifications. They recommend in heavy snow areas 600mm settings for the brackets. We're not in a heavy snow area. We don't particularly get that bad weather here, but for the sake of, you know, doing a good job, I'm setting them out at 600 centres. When you look around locally, which is another great idea, you see them predominantly set out very close together. They almost look like 500 centres, so I've gone for the happy equal. You know, that's one of the reasons why I built this style of house in the first place, because all the local builders were using this red terracotta. So if I'm seeing the brackets close together, I'm going to replicate that as well. So the building's approximately 16 metres long. They allow a 1 mil per metre fall, that's recommended. So over the span, I've done it 20 mil, just because, you know, us men, we always like an extra couple of mil. Right, it's not exciting. It's not going to be easy to film because this is my new GoPro, and I haven't got the handle to put it on the tripod yet. But I'll come back when that's in place. Okay, I've gone as far as I can. When I originally bought the guttering, I only grabbed a load of brackets sort of thing. I didn't really calculate it, I just grabbed the load. So there you go. Importantly, I've got past the doorway, which is what I was looking to do. I need 11 more brackets to finish off on this side. We're going over to Brico this week to pick up more gain for the electric, so I'll pick some up then. Need a couple of end caps as well, so I'll pick them up as well. It's all gone nice and easy, looks nice and presentable and neat and clean. What more you could ask for? I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Basically, bit stuck with things to do. Until the boys have finished doing their work, I can't really progress. So I'm just patiently waiting. Okay, it's Wednesday the 20th of October. I went shopping down at the Leclerc yesterday, so I've got some reels of wire. That's 6mm cable. So basically our favourite electrician Roy is currently on daddy duties in the UK, which is most unfortunate for me because I need him here to close up all these walls, because obviously we're having to move in, which is now delayed because of that. But to keep the progress going, I need to run a load of cables all the way around. First one being, we've got a mains cable, so 6mm coming from that fuse box, and we're going to put it over there on the outside. Hob is here. We need the 6mm cable for that as well. So I will start running that now. Right, that's the first couple of cables, as you can see, all clipped in. That's the hob one there, and then they run off to the fuse board. I've got the electrical cable for the sockets now ready to go. If you've ever dealt with it before, you know it's like fighting a snake. It just coils up on itself. It can be a real pain. So the easiest thing to do is uncoil a load of it and then run it through nice and straight, because otherwise you just get yourself in a right tiz. I'm not going to film it because it's just a pain to do, and I can't be bothered. So I'll just come back when the first load is done.
Bonjour, good morning.
Bonjour, good morning. Look, it's the dream team's back together. So this bloody window.
Too low.
It's too low. We know about it. We've discussed it in previous videos. Can't blame anybody but myself, but we'll blame the architect because I copied his plans, and it was only afterwards we realised once the floor heights were all done, it was too low. So Richie's going to help. The reason I got Richie here is this lintel is full of concrete, and I know lifting that on my own will not be easy. So what we're going to quickly do, whip the window out. We're going to break the course out above the lintel, which will then give us the movement to lift it all up. We're then going to smack out the next row of blocks, build everything back up, bed everything back in, put the window back in. About 3 hours, I reckon.
Watch this space.
Watch this space. Check the height, yeah.
You got them here, my bed.
Oh, on the shelf. Can't remember it all, Richie. That's my
So the window's got to go
up. Yeah.
200.
Yeah, I reckon. It's all marked. That should be the mark there. Okay, the easiest thing to do is take the window out, so we're going to do that first. But just measure from there to there. Right, so that's 900.
What's the top of the hinge?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't care about that. There's 900 to the top of your worktop, isn't it?
Oh, right.
So then you want a little bit more. So I reckon the bottom of the window wants to be around on this course here.
So the window's got to go up at least 30.
300.
330.
Someone done what Perry fucking hates.
Oh, number 3. That's a wrong special, that is.
Oh, mate.
Everything's out to test us, Perry.
It's not going to be one of those days, Richie. It's not going to be one of those days.
Gently, gently. We'll be with you in a minute.
Yes. It's the little things. You on?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
Wait, wait.
Yeah.
To me.
To you.
To me. Whoa, cable. Fridge. You
Right.
got your little hop-ups.
Get a hop-ups breaker, get all this fucking covered up. Right, we've just got to do some sorting and we'll be back. Okay, so we just set everything up, protected everything to make sure nothing gets damaged. I'm quickly going to take that little course out and then hopefully lift the lintel out.
Quickly. I like the Wow. I like this ambition.
My talent never outweighs my ambition.
Oh, that's a brilliant quote, that. I do remember it very well. Casey Stoner to Valentino Rossi, I do remember. Right, what do you want me to do then?
Just hang fire, isn't it? You know what it's like to build a play, mate. Sometimes you get to stand around and stuff in and get a taste of it.
When I walk inside the when I walk inside the party, when I walk inside the 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 when I walk inside the
We didn't actually film this bit, so we cleared it all out and we were discussing the best way of lifting it. I knew from when I built this place, this glue is extremely good, like it's a very good bond. So look, we stacked a load of blocks on top, got my van jack, and we've literally just kept on jacking it, and when it popped, it made a hell of a noise. We both pooed ourselves a little bit, as we like to say. But yeah, look, just a bit of ingenuity, and we've popped that nice and clean. Hopefully that's broke the bond on this side, which it looks like it has.
Yeah.
So now it's just a case of resetting everything. So
Wind it down then, Shane. That's going to be it, mate. Why don't you? Carry. I think we get another block on there. Then try and lift it up and get that jack under it. Got to go up that much. I've got a plan. If we can we lift that end of the lintel up onto that, up there. And then jack that end up to that. And put your blocks in.
She's only gone and cinched it, just like she
gap
cinched the
from
front
there
of
to
the
there.
Things have the best range of
Let me just take us, measure us.
all with 14-day money-back guarantee, so you can be certain you've absolutely cinched it. Buying a car, don't just nail it, cinch
So
it.
what I'm 120 there.
We've got mileage restrictions and terms apply. Here's football legend Jimmy Redknapp.
23 there. 23 there.
Okay.
So yeah, there's enough to put it across to there and then jack that. It's fucking heavy, man.
And these are still my
I quite like your idea.
See, Skechers Arch Fit are great for virtually everything.
What we need to do is put that end of the lintel up onto them blocks and then move these blocks back to this end and then jack that end of the lintel up on the jack. And then you've got enough room then to put your block on top of it and then just slide your lintel back over and down.
I think we've got enough of these. How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You've got more.
Go and have a quick count up. I've got some
Well, you've got the ones in the back of the van, haven't you?
Freedom to change your data bundle
Yeah,
or cancel
true.
your SIM at any time. So no contract and no strings. If you're looking for a catch, try
So
the
stack them up there, jack it,
You need to get that beam up out of the way to set your block, don't you?
Yeah.
And if you get that end of the lintel up onto them blocks, then put your 200 block on top of there, and then.
Come up here.
Yeah, but Trey, you can't put that up onto there yet because that end will fall off the wall.
I think it can lift it up still.
Well, I think we need to get some more. Something underneath it.
This is genius.
Up a little bit more and get a thinner bit of wood on top there as well.
Action.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. We forgot to turn the camera on like normal. But look, it's in. It's done. Woohoo! Literally just forgot to be filming again. As you can see, it's nearly all done. Just got to do a cut there. Richie's just bedding up this bottom one here. So yeah, wasn't too bad.